What would you do? Pay $1.2 million for a 1,200 square foot condo in San Francisco? Or get a 4,000 square foot mansion with acreage in a charming American town for under $200,000? This may seem like an illusion, but what if I told you there are 7 incredible towns across America where your money stretches so far, you'll think you're living in a different century? These aren't places you've never heard of, for good reason. These are thriving communities with main streets that look like movie sets, and where $200,000 doesn't just buy you a house, it buys you a lifestyle that most Americans have forgotten exists. And here's the thing nobody's talking about. While everyone's fighting over overpriced markets, these hidden gems are quietly building wealth for the people smart enough to look beyond the coastal hype. In this video, we're counting down 7 American towns that prove you don't have to sacrifice quality of life for affordability. Number 7. Cairo, Illinois. Coming in at number 7 is a place that'll make you do a double take. Cairo, Illinois. And no, I'm not talking about Egypt. I'm talking about a historic river town where you can buy a Victorian mansion for the price of a used Honda Civic. Picture this, you're walking down tree-lined streets where 19th century architecture still stands proud, where the Ohio and Mississippi rivers meet in a display that'll make you forget about expensive waterfront property elsewhere. The median home price here, $28,000. Yes, you heard that right. $28,000. Cairo has faced challenges with population decline. But here's what the headlines don't tell you. The infrastructure is solid, the history is rich, and for someone looking to maximize value out of their retirement dollars, or start a business with almost no overhead, this place offers opportunities that simply don't exist in expensive markets. What would you do with the extra $1.4 million you'd save by not buying in San Francisco? Because that's real money that could change your entire financial future. And before you worry about entertainment, Cairo sits at the confluence of 3 states. You've got access to everything while paying for almost nothing. But then wait, until you see what's coming at number 4. Number 6. Minden, Nebraska. Number 6 takes us to Minden, Nebraska, a town that proves the American dream isn't dead. It just moved to places where people aren't looking. With a population of just over 3,000, Minden offers median home prices around $85,000. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't some forgotten farming town barely hanging on. Minden sits along Highway 6 with clean industries and a community that takes pride in maintaining their main street. We're talking about a place where kids still ride bikes without fear, where the high school football games bring the whole town together, and where a 6-figure income makes you genuinely wealthy. But here's what makes this even more interesting. While coastal cities are dealing with homelessness, traffic, and sky-high costs, Minden's biggest problem is deciding whether to expand the community center or upgrade the baseball fields first. These are good problems to have. The housing market here offers everything from charming 1940s bungalows to brand new construction. Number 5. Kingston, New York. Now, number 5 might surprise you because it's not in the middle of nowhere. It's Kingston, New York, just 90 minutes from New York City. And somehow, in a state known for expensive everything, Kingston offers median home prices around $180,000. This is where history comes alive. We're talking about New York's first capital, with stone houses dating back to the 1600s, and a downtown that's been quietly revitalizing for years. The Hudson River waterfront here rivals anything you'd find in expensive Connecticut towns, but at a fraction of the cost. The economic foundation here is solid. Healthcare systems, state government jobs, and a growing creative economy. Plus, you've got the Metro North train system connecting you to Manhattan when you need the city. But at the end of the day, you come home to a place where parking is free, and your neighbors aren't strangers. Here's what I'm curious about. How many people are paying $3,000 a month for a studio apartment in Brooklyn when they could own a historic stone house in Kingston for less than half that? The math just doesn't add up unless you really need to be in the city every single day. And between you and me, the food and restaurants in Kingston are quietly becoming something special. You know what they say about gentrification. Get there before the $20 cocktails arrive. The lifestyle here isn't just affordable. It's actively better than what most people are paying premium prices for in the city. If you're finding value in these insights and discovering places you never knew existed, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I post new real estate and relocation content every week. And let me ask you this. Are you seriously thinking about making a move like this? Drop a comment and let me know which of these towns speaks to you.
Number 4. Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Number 4 is where things get absolutely insane. Cape Girardeau, Missouri. This is a college town with 40,000 people, sitting right on the Mississippi River, where you can buy a beautiful home for $120,000 and live like royalty. Picture yourself in a place with limestone bluffs overlooking the Mississippi, where Southeast Missouri State University keeps the town young and energetic, and where the cost of living is so low it feels like cheating. We're talking about a place with hospitals, universities, and regional retail that provides stability most small towns can only dream about. But here's what really sets Cape Girardeau apart. This is Rush Limbaugh's hometown, and love him or hate him, that put this place on the map for conservative Americans looking for traditional values without breaking the bank. The political climate here is stable, predictable, and business-friendly. What would you do if your mortgage payment was $600 instead of $3,000? Because that's the reality for homeowners in Cape Girardeau. That extra $2,400 a month could completely change your retirement timeline. For families especially, this place offers something increasingly rare: a genuinely safe environment where kids can be kids, where schools still function properly, and where community events aren't just marketing gimmicks. The town square here actually feels like the heart of the community, not just a tourist attraction. And with the Mississippi River providing transportation and recreation, plus the university bringing cultural events and diversity of thought, you're not giving up sophistication for affordability, you're getting both.
Number 3. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The top 3 is where things get really interesting. And number 3 is Bowling Green, Kentucky, a place that's quietly becoming one of America's best-kept secrets. This is a city of 70,000 people, where the median home price is $165,000. And here's why that number should blow your mind. Bowling Green isn't just affordable, it's economically dynamic. We're talking about the home of the Corvette factory, Western Kentucky University, and a manufacturing base that provides real jobs with real wages. The unemployment rate here consistently runs below national averages, and the job growth numbers look like something out of the Sun Belt boom years. But what really sets Bowling Green apart is the lifestyle balance. You've got college town energy and sophistication, manufacturing job stability, and southern hospitality that makes newcomers feel welcome from day one. The food scene here is legitimately impressive. We're not talking about just chain restaurants, but local establishments that would fit right in Nashville or Louisville. Let me ask you this. When's the last time you heard of a place where you could buy a 2,500 square foot house with a 2-car garage for under $200,000 that wasn't in the middle of nowhere? Because that's exactly what Bowling Green offers. And it's only 2 hours from Nashville. For anyone looking to start a business, this place offers something special. Low overhead, educated workforce from the university, and a community that still supports local entrepreneurship. This is where the American dream is alive and well. Not just surviving, but thriving. And here's something nobody talks about. The tax situation in Kentucky is actually favorable for retirees and small business owners. Your dollars don't just go further because things cost less. They go further because the government takes less of them.
Number 2. Fairmont, West Virginia.
Number 2 takes us to Fairmont, West Virginia. And before you make any assumptions about West Virginia, let me tell you why this place deserves your attention. This is a city where you can buy a mansion, and I mean a genuine mansion, for $150,000. Fairmont sits in the heart of Appalachia, surrounded by rolling hills and pristine rivers, where the architecture tells the story of America's industrial heritage. The median home price is around $95,000. But what you get for that money will make you question everything you thought you knew about real estate value. This isn't just about cheap housing. Fairmont is the home of Fairmont State University, which brings stability and cultural opportunities to the region. Plus, the technology sector is quietly growing here, with companies choosing Fairmont for its low costs and high quality of life. And with Pittsburgh just 90 minutes away, you're not isolated from major metropolitan opportunities. What if I told you that some of the most beautiful homes in America, Victorian mansions with original woodwork, stained glass windows, and architectural details that would cost millions to recreate, are sitting empty in Fairmont, just waiting for someone smart enough to see the opportunity? Here's something the real estate investment community doesn't want you to know. West Virginia's property taxes are among the lowest in the nation. That beautiful $150,000 mansion might only cost you $800 a year in property taxes. In New Jersey, you'd pay more than that per month. The outdoor recreation here is world-class. We're talking about some of the best hiking, fishing, and hunting on the East Coast, all accessible from your backyard. Imagine starting your morning with coffee on a wraparound porch overlooking misty hills, knowing your total housing costs are less than what most people pay for their car payment.
Number 1, Huntsville, Alabama. And our number 1 hidden gem is going to completely flip your expectations about the South. Huntsville, Alabama. This is where NASA builds rockets, where engineering salaries meet Southern cost of living, and where you can live like a millionaire on a middle-class income. Huntsville isn't just affordable, it's sophisticated, educated, and economically robust in ways that most coastal cities can only dream about. The median home price is $180,000, but the average household income is over $60,000, creating a lifestyle arbitrage that's almost too good to be true. This is Rocket City, literally where America's space program comes to life. We're talking about a place where PhD engineers live in beautiful neighborhoods, where the school systems consistently rank among the best in the Southeast, and where the cultural amenities rival much larger cities. What would you do if you could live in a place where your neighbors are literal rocket scientists, where the job market is stable and growing, and where a beautiful home in a great neighborhood costs less than a down payment in most major cities? Here's the secret sauce in Huntsville. Federal government contracts provide economic stability that most places can't match. When other cities are worried about economic downturns, Huntsville keeps building rockets and creating high-paying jobs. The quality of life here is genuinely remarkable. You've got world-class healthcare, excellent schools, and outdoor recreation that takes advantage of Alabama's natural beauty. Plus, Southern cuisine elevated by the diverse population that comes with being a tech and aerospace hub. And here's what really blows my mind about Huntsville. This is one of the few places in America where you can have a legitimate technology career, own a beautiful home, raise a family in great schools, and still have money left over for the things that matter to you.
Look, I know what some of you are thinking. If these places are so great, why doesn't everyone know about them? And that's exactly the point. While everyone's fighting over the same expensive markets, these communities are quietly offering the lifestyle that most Americans say they want, but think they can't afford. Here's my challenge to you. Before you assume you have to pay premium prices for a premium lifestyle, take a serious look at places like these. What if the secret to financial freedom and life satisfaction isn't earning more money, but choosing to live where your money works harder for you? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because next week I'll be revealing the 7 most overrated cities in America where people are paying premium prices for mediocre lifestyles. Some of these are going to shock you. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you seriously thinking about making a move to one of these hidden gems? Which one spoke to you, and what's holding you back? Remember, the best time to make a smart move is before everyone else figures it out. Don't wait for these places to become expensive. Start your research now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with more insights to help you move smarter, not harder.